Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jay Straight Up Reviews and More. Okay, so I'm in the garage, so a lot of times you might be using these kind of speakers in the garage. So the acoustics obviously aren't that great in the garage. It's got concrete floor. This one has kind of a high ceiling in our garage. So not the best place, but this is an environment where you'd probably be using one of these speakers. So we're going to do this. Now on the right, the W King X20 that came out not too long ago, just recently. And on the left, the W King H10. So the H10 is a little different animal. It doesn't have a waterproof rating. Comes with a microphone, so it's more of a kind of a multi-entertainment speaker, if you will, compared to the Boombox style of the X20. So the lighting in here is not really great because I've got the door shut, and that's why it kind of looks kind of dark in here. But we're going to do this, and we're going to run it because somebody wanted to know what these two would sound like, and I think it's Big T. And also, we're going to run the W King X20 on the right to start with its flat EQ, bass boost on, and the W King H10 on the left doesn't have app support through W King, their app that came out last year. But we're going to have, it has a bass and a treble that you can adjust like the -6, +6. We've got both bass and treble set to 0. So that's kind of like neutral compared to the X20 flat melody EQ, but bass boost is on. So we're going to start these at 40%. Put your headphones on if you have them, not the Dollar Tree headphones. And we are going to start with the H10 on the left. Here we go, 40%. X20 on the right. H10 on the left. Interesting. X20. X20 is not as loud. Let's go up to 60% on the X20. H10, 60. X20. I'll pause there. Now, just in comparison, the H10 on the left has a more of a, both of these kind of have a little bit of a dirty, darker sound to them, but the X10 has a fuller, the H10 on the left has kind of a fuller sound, a little more enveloping sound than the W King X20 on the right. The sound's a little kind of nasally almost, but a little bit more confined sounding too. It's kind of impressive. I'm surprised the H10 sounds that much different. All right, back to it. This is the X20 still. Change track still 60%.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
H10 on the left. X20. Let's go up to 80%. H10. X20.
It sound right, boys.
H10. volume. X20 max. H10. You're the reason why I'm losing my mind. X20. Don't try to save me. I feel alive. My world is faster. Down to 60. H10, 60. X20, 60. All right, so in those EQs, the X20, they both, like I said, kind of have a darker sound to it. But the X20 doesn't sound as full, and the H10 is louder throughout the volume scale. And then when you get to max volume, it still is a few decibels louder. I actually thought it would probably be more of a gap between the loudness, but it is louder than the X20, but it's not totally blowing the doors off, so to speak. So let me change the EQs on these and we'll do some more samples. All right. So I've taken the W King H10 on the left and I boosted the bass from 0 to 3 and the treble from 0 to 6. So it should give it a brighter sound with a little more bass. The X20 on the right, I disabled the bass boost. Like I said in a previous video, I think when I first did a video on this, I don't like what the bass boost does to the sound. It darkens up the sound, kind of muddies it up in my opinion. So the bass boost is off, but now we're running through the W King app, the custom EQ that I've used on a previous video where I've raised the highest some and the bass a little more than that. So that's what we're going to rock. I've got the garage door closed, but they're still freaking dogs. I swear, every time I come out to do video, every freaking dog in the neighborhood wants to start barking. It's insane. Anyway, don't get me started on that. It's a sore subject. So we'll go back to that same song and we're at 60% and we are still on, what speaker are we on? This is the X20. H10. X20. So just stop it there. To me, now the X20 sounds like almost a totally different speaker. When you turn the bass boost off, and I don't have the treble really bumped up that much, but it is increased some, and then I compensate for the lack of bass boost by increasing the bass a little more than I did the treble. It sounds way better. I don't think I would ever use the bass boost unless I really started tinkering with the EQ in addition to that, but it has plenty of bass as it is without it. So just letting you know. Back to it. X20. Makes it sound more open and clear. H10. Change track, still 60. H10. X20. H10. Change track. Let's go up to 80. Do a little bass check here. H10. It's kind of vibrating the table leg, I think. X20. H10. X20. Did it. H10. Change track. Go up to max volume. X20. H10. X20. H10. Down to 60. X20. So yeah, with that track, when you get up to max volume, the X20 gets a little bright. But when the speaker is performing with a better upper range, more clear upper range, has more output in the treble, using that, it puts it closer to the H10 as far as overall volume output, which is pretty impressive. Because the H10, when you compare these two in these EQs like this, the H10, even though you get the treble maxed out, it doesn't have the greatest amount of detail and clarity. It can sound a little bit muddled up sounding, even though it is a three-way design. It has two mid-range, two tweeters, and a woofer. The X20 has a clearer, less cluttered, if you will, sound, and it's a little brighter. You can't get that much brightness out of the H10 even with the treble maxed out, so you can go and increase through a third-party EQ if you wanted to. So there you go, guys. That's the comparison of the two. I think the X20 compared pretty well. I was thinking the H10 would totally smoke it in overall output, but it didn't. I think that the X20 overall sound quality is better. You can manipulate the bass to get more out of it than you can out of the H10. But the H10 is still a really good speaker. It's great for outdoors because it does get loud. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below on this one. Either one of these are good options, but like I said, they are different animals, whereas the H10 doesn't have a waterproof rating, and the X20, I believe, is IPX 67 or 7. So take it to the lake, X20. Take it out like a patio, H10 maybe. Just depends on what you need. Like and subscribe, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it today. It's free. Costs you nothing. I guarantee you this channel's worth every bit of nothing. And if you stuck around this long, we're going to give you bonus coverage. So those people that always take off quick, they're not going to get this. We're going to do some off-axis. All right, here's your bonus, your bonus coverage off-axis. This is the H10 on the left. X20, 60%. H10 on the left. X20. Let's see what happens when we hit the bass boost on the X20 with the custom EQ. Darkens up the sound, does increase the bass. H10. X20. See that? It really darkens and muddies up the sound to me. So off axis, the H10 may have sounded a little bit better. You lost some bass on the X20 when you came off axis as opposed to straight ahead, which is unusual, but we're in the garage, so the acoustics can play some weird things going on. So that's it, guys. If you stuck around past that, you got to see the extra. Tell your friends. It's like when you go to the movies and they start rolling bonus scenes after the credits. You got to stick around to the very end. We'll catch you guys next one. Everybody stay safe.